All right. So me and upside down world. To get it to work. Oh, anyway, sorry. Won't be playing around because it's not like spring break is here, right? Right on. Hey, listen. I'm in my office getting ready to head out to the start of my spring break, but I wanted to give you a little, you can do this message because the truth is you can do this. Many of you are already doing this, but there is a part of you, there is a part of this class, and I've reached out to those individuals this week, but I just wanted to say, like to everyone, right? Like spring break is fun and you should go have fun. Go enjoy whatever it is that, you get that you find enjoyable, and then find some time if you want to check out some of the work. And I know some of you have a plan, right? And actually it was kind of funny on the attendance. Many of you were like, "I plan on it, but stuff happens." And when you have time off, sometimes that's it just takes its own process of sucking in everything and things don't get done. One thing I've noticed, and you can tell me if this is true for you, is that I've noticed if I start out with getting some of it done, then I tend to be more likely versus waiting. There's something about that waiting, like during this week of spring break, because it seems like every day that goes by, you kind of get farther away from it. So trying to front load it might be a good technique, and one I'm going to use because I need to actually work on my more advanced class. Because with you all, as far as content, I'm done. So everything is available. The final is available in my IT lab. I've been talking about that. And the one remaining issue that is out of my hands is this whole Windows 10. And I know there are a couple of you that need it, but I also know if you don't know, you can download it for a trial version off the web. So there's going to be alternatives. So if you're not sure where to those alternatives all are, let me know and I'll point you in the right direction. Okay, so everything for this class that you could work on for here to the end is available for you to work on. And I hope that if you're behind, you get caught up. And if you're actually working right at the due date, I hope you work ahead. And there are actually, I think, one person for sure has already finished, and there's another one getting close to finishing, right? So I hope I congratulate those who have done it, and I encourage those who are attempting to get as much done as they can during this break. Okay. Two things I'm going to say about just to clarify, because I've had a couple of questions now. The late points returned, and I have a whole video of that in week 1. And you can check that out, or sorry, week 0 about late work if you want to know more about that. The whole thing about that is it only applies to work that you've submitted late and that I've removed points from. Okay. So thinking you're going to use it to apply just to anything is not the case. It's only applied um, to items that have late points returned. And that would also be true as if you had gotten something low, points returned, or you'd gotten a low grade and you just wanted to make that work up, then you're submitting it in that scenario, I'm assuming, after the due date. So in that case, you would want to use the late points return because you're going to you're going to redo or finish whatever you didn't finish. And then when you submit it late, you want to get all those points. Okay. And now, as we're on our Microsoft Access, I've been saying this, for a little while, but if you don't have access, and this kind of leads back to the question about Windows 10, and the reason is for the Mac students. Here's what I would tell you at this point. You either need to find an alternative or be willing to download Windows 10, or I don't think even they do 7 anymore, but Windows 10 is a trial, right? Because you can download Microsoft Access out of our campus email accounts, right? So just trying to say heads up for all those of you that are Mac students that are thinking of doing that VirtualBox, which I think is a great option, but there are other ways to get Windows 10 for a trial version. Okay. Okay, let's turn to the class just real quick. And I already have it up here, right? So I have released all the way out to all the way to the end. So the final is here, but very much keep in your mind that you're taking that final in My IT Lab, and all you're doing, I'm probably not going to get all the way there, but you're taking it in My IT Lab, but you're actually posting the print screen or the PDF of your score in here for me to grade. Okay, so make sure you're keeping that in mind, and make sure you understand the last week for sure, the due dates, right? Because we end midweek on week 18, so just kind of keep that in your mind as well. Oh, I'm already logged in. Okay, so I just want to show you that I have made the final exam available to you. Right, so if you want to go to course material and you go all the way down, and this will apply for whatever section you're on, it does not matter. I am running off. Oh, I'm running off. Should be faster, but okay. That's actually one of my concerns about My IT Lab, is it seems like it's a little slow. So you can come in here. I have set it so that you can actually take it unlimited times. You should be able to save it and then come back to it later. So it is available in both of our courses, our sections. There's 2 sections for this semester, okay? And here's where that lab test hits you here. So now's a good time to be thinking how you're going to handle that. But everything else is available to you. I noticed a couple of you are taking the alternatives. I've given alternatives to Code Academy for the last couple of weeks, so there are alternatives out there if you want to take advantage of those. If you're happen to be getting tired of JavaScript, right? And if you aren't getting tired of it, consider taking my CIT 93 next semester, which is JavaScript online in a 9-week. And I know I've said it before, but many of you are still thinking about next semester maybe, so it might be a good time to do that. Let's see. Oh, isn't that lovely? So, what's my plan? That's the other thing I wanted to say. I should have done that. You know what? I love technology when it works, and I love it when it doesn't, because it makes me think. Now, this is what I want to leave you with today, is that I will be mostly offline during spring break for this course. If there's stuff, I will check email as my time allows, but don't count on it. So, just know that this is my spring break too. And this is where you can depend on the chat. If you have a question, if I'm not responding, I will respond. It just may be delayed, but I will probably, unless I just find a couple of minutes here or there that I'm like having a downtime in front of me, I may not be grading. So just know that, I like to go on spring break too. But I also want to support if you're running into things that are because of me, something that doesn't work. I will say I've had a couple of people reporting My IT Lab stuff, and I go in and look at it. And the key to that is that, remember how I told you at the beginning of the semester, is once you submit it, you can go and look at the step-by-step. Because if something appears to not be working on your system, you can always look at the alternative steps to find out how it works. Alternatively, how to get that same functionality working. And I've done that twice now for students, where I went in and looked and copied and pasted them the step by step, but I want you to know you can do that for yourself. Circling back around, spring break for me too. I plan on enjoying it and actually working on my advanced class, because I got to work ahead on that one. But with you all, I think I should be I am actually in good shape. So I hope I hope this time is productive for you, or I hope it's just magical, or I hope you don't have to work too hard and you get a break at least a little bit, because I know many students have to continue to work during these times. So enjoy, and I will see you after the break.